Hey, you guys, welcome back. I'm so excited that you clicked on this video. I do apologize in advance. I had to split the video up into two parts. What it is that since I'm such a new channel, YouTube only allows me to upload 15 minutes worth of content at a time. And this lesson is about 25 minutes. That's how long the video is. So I do have to split it up into two parts. Right now, you'll be watching the first part and we'll upload the second part immediately right after it. So I do apologize for the inconvenience. However, I am super excited that you did click on this video. I believe that the information is going to help you greatly if it applies to you and apply it in your life. And hopefully you can get some real results, okay? That's what we're here. We're here for the real results, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and be quiet, and I'm going to let my other self speak, all right? Hey, you guys, welcome back, man. I'm so excited that you clicked on this video. I believe we're going to get into a topic that I haven't really seen or heard too much people really talk about. And that's both on whether the kingdom side or secular side. So I think this is gonna be a really interesting video for today. I'm super excited, man. You know, mi casa et su casa, okay? Voulez-vous, je vous oui, oui. Listen, I don't know why I switched from Spanish to French, but that's what we're doing on this video today. Anyway, listen, we're gonna jump right in. I wanna talk about today three things, okay? What is going? Just go down. Three things. I'm gonna edit that out. 1, 2, 3. So this video is going to be about three things that single women can do in order to lighten the load on their male counterpart, okay, when it comes to their children. And I mean the women's children. You're a single mother, and what I mean single, I mean unmarried, obviously. But if you're a single mother and you're out there in the dating world, you're in a relationship with a guy, and the guy seems a little apprehensive about your children, these are three simple things that you can do that will cut down on his anxiety, his fear towards, you know, him taking on the responsibility. It'll cut down on so many things that he may have questions for concerning your children. Also, listen, and I want to make this very clear. This video is predominantly for women, okay? I am going to make a video separate for men that have children, and you know, maybe the woman is apprehensive about their relationship with their, child. But for the most part, we're gonna focus on single mothers with children first, because there are more single moms with children than there are single dads with children. You see what I'm saying? Now, the reason why this is important, I always like to start with the purpose for something, okay? One, it is very, very, very important to see how to get over this hump. I know that there are a lot of men that do not want children in a relationship, maybe at the start, right? They may not want to come into a relationship with a girl who already got kids, or who already got not just the children, but the children's father too as well. He got to deal with him, and he got to deal with the children, and he got, on top of that, he got to deal with the actual relationship. And I know a lot of it, when that is coming at a man all at one time, there may be a mountain that he has to get over, and y'all may not be able to get over that hump, okay? Especially if y'all been dating for a while and he hasn't really made any real commitment. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all not engaged, or y'all haven't set a date for a wedding, then it may be something inside of him that's still apprehensive about, jumping both feet into the relationship because of your children. Now, as a disclaimer, these three things are for people that are in the kingdom of God, okay? Just a disclaimer. These are for men that are in the kingdom of God, men that are saved, okay? Men that have a relationship with God, okay? Hey, listen, I'm not saying, and if you don't believe in God and you're watching this video, it's okay. Keep watching. The words that you're going to hear applies to everyone, okay? And I'm not saying that, secular people can't use this method. They can't use this principle. I'm not saying that, okay? I'm just saying that the chances of it being successful will increase dramatically if you're trying to date a man that is in the kingdom of God, that's saved, they have a relationship with God, versus a man that don't have a relationship with God. Okay, so that's my disclaimer. Okay, that's my main disclaimer. Okay, I'm gonna put it. No, I'm not. I'm too lazy to make a graphic. Oh, I guess I'm not. So, ladies, first thing you want to do is that you want to show the man that they have your full permission to govern your children. Let me say that again. You want to show the guy that you're with that they have full permission to govern your children fully. And what that means, the man has say so over how they behave, say so over what they do in the household, say so over punishment. Punishment is a really big one. Punishment is going to be the biggest one, okay? And say so over, just parenting in general. Ladies, if you have not fully expressed this to the man, do so, okay? Let me tell you why. Because us men, we are natural born leaders, okay? We're natural born leaders. We don't like to get into something that we cannot see ourselves being a leader in, okay? We naturally love to be dependent upon. You see what I'm saying? We naturally love to be somebody's answer. We naturally love to think of a solution. We love solving problems. That's what God instilled in us. God instilled the spirit of his leadership inside of us and of his discipleship inside of us so that we can each be good leaders. You see what I'm saying? With that being said, a man will not overstep his bounds, okay? Hear me very closely when I say this, because, in the back of your mind, you're probably saying, well, what if you're trying to get a man that's trying to rule over me? Or, what if, there's men that overstep bounds all the time? No. That's why I put the disclaimer up again. It's somewhere on the screen, okay? That's what I'm talking about, okay? Now, men will not overstep their bounds. Let me tell you what I mean. If you have not fully expressed that they have your full permission of authority of your children, they may feel iffy on punishing your child. You see what I'm saying? They may feel iffy on even giving a simple command like, listen, your mama say do this, you better be doing this. Or your mama, do this, you better be doing this. Or I said do this, you're gonna do what I say. You see what I'm saying? They may feel iffy about that. So you need to make it very clear to us. Men, you make it very clear to your man that, listen, sweetheart, you just go up to him, say, sweetheart, listen, just want to let you know you have my absolute full permission to do what you think is right as a leader to govern my children in the way of the Lord. If you tell your man that statement right there will cut down on his fear of jumping in a relationship because you got kids. Because now you didn't just give him permission, but you spoke to the spirit of God inside of him too. Okay? So now they both pulling on him. In other words, that statement will shift the mindset of the man that you're with. You feel what I'm saying? It'll be a shift from like, oh my gosh, I don't want to deal with this headache, to I do want to have absolute authority. Or I do want to have your full permission. I do want to govern these children so that we can have a household that's in order and structured and all this, and all of this other stuff men want. You see what I'm saying? That's the first step. Make that statement. Now you got to do it the way there are many different ways that you can do it. Step number 2, listen, you have to make sure, ladies, hear me. You have to make sure that your house is in order. Let me tell you what I mean by that. You have to make sure that if you're capable of it, make sure that you are governing your children in the way of the Lord prior to him getting there. This is why your singleness is so important. It gives you a chance to clean up stuff before you have the man come in and, because let me tell you something. A man don't like to jump into a messy situation. They don't like to jump into a circumstance where it's already all over the place, especially if you didn't do the first step on giving permission. Like, he got to ask you first on, how he should govern your children. You see what I'm saying? Or he got to ask you first on, when he should discipline your children. If he got to do that and try to set the household straight and, deal with the relationship and deal with the other fathers that are, you know what I mean? Like, all of that can be overwhelming, okay? This is why these 3 steps are so important, especially the first step. 1, you tell him, listen, you got absolute permission. 2, you make sure that you are setting the standard in your household prior to him stepping in and coming into your household. Because when children are faced with a shift in authority, they may not have the maturity to understand what's going on, okay? And they may be more so in alignment with their flesh than they are the Spirit of God when it comes to a shifting in authority, and it comes to, God putting 2 people together. Like they're not concerned about that. All they're saying is like, who is this new dude? Okay, and why is he talking to me like he got authority over me? You see what I'm saying? That's exactly what they're going to be thinking, That's exactly what they're going to be thinking. Who you? Who is you? Okay? Why are you telling me what to do? Ladies, this is where you come in and you let your children know, listen, there's going to be a shift in authority, okay? You're going to have to do A, B, C, and D, okay? And if you don't, he's going to have full authority, and he's going to be the one that gives you your punishment. You got to have this conversation with your children so that the expectation can be set. Now, will your children do what you say when the time comes? No. Okay? Or they may, I don't know. Every child is different. But what that will do, whether they do it or not, that talk will set the expectation for the children. Their mindset is made aware of the shift. Also, a side note, if the man punishes and if the man disciplines your children, ladies, do not argue with the guy. Don't argue with the guy, okay? If it's reasonable, right? Like, if the man is not stabbing your kids, okay, he's not punching them. You see what I'm saying? If you know what I mean? If he's not doing nothing outrageous, don't argue with him on the issues of punishment. Now, what you can do, I'm not saying be absolutely silent about it, because that don't work either. What you got to do is that you have to approach it very carefully, because you want him to feel comfortable in a disciplinary role. You don't want him to feel uncomfortable in a disciplinary role. You don't want him to feel like he's walking on eggshells around the children just so he can avoid punishing the children, just so he can avoid an argument with you. You see what I'm saying? You want to cut that out real quick, because, again, if he has to deal with that, that's more chances of him leaving. Listen, why do I got to deal with the relationship? We're not married yet. These ain't my kids. She can have them. I'm done with it. Boom. Headache over with. He's off to the next girl, okay? And then you got to start over again. Don't let that be. Hey, you guys, I am so sorry. I do have to stop it there again. I do have a time limit on what I can upload, so I will upload the next video. This is only part 1. There will be a part 2 directly after this video, so you can get the rest of the principles, okay?